So, hello everyone. Today we will see the rules of PLC programming languages. First of all, we will see what are the types of languages that PLC has used for the programming purpose. First language is used for the PLC program purpose is ladder logic. Ladder logic. Then second language is used functional block diagram. Function block diagram. Then third language is used sequential function chart. Sequential function chart. Then fourth language is used structure text. Structure text. Then fifth language is used instruction list. Instruction list. These are the 5 languages that PLC is programmed. So we will see ladder logic. We will see ladder logic programming language. This language is very easy and every industrial oriented PLC has used ladder logic language. So we will see ladder logic. There are some rules of ladder logic programming in PLC. So one by one we solve some rules. Like heading rules of ladder logic programming. Ladder logic programming. Rules of ladder logic programming. First we will see what are the inputs and output contacts. Inputs and outputs. Inputs and output. So when you open any software regarding ladder logic diagram or PLC software for programming, there you can see there is 2 types of contacts. First will be your NO contact. NO means normally open, and the second will be NC contact. NC contact means normally closed contact. These are 2 your inputs. These are 2 your inputs. And one more is there, is your output coil. This NONC your inputs and this coil your output. Then next rule is there, second number, when you open any software, when you open like Allen Bradley PLC has Micrologic software and Siemens PLC has TIA portal software for programming. When you open any software, you can see there in interface there are the 2 lines. There are the 2 horizontal lines. These lines are called the power lines. These lines are called the power lines. And when you program anything, you program in between 2 power lines. If anything you program, like one push button is there, one output is there, your program must be right in this between the 2 lines. And these horizontal lines are called rungs. These vertical lines are called the rungs. Horizontal lines are called the power lines and the vertical lines are called the rungs. Hence the third, our main rules are started. Third, inputs can be used in series. Inputs can be used in series as well as parallel. In series as well as as parallel in series as well as parallel to form a connection. To form a connection. To form a connection. Like inputs, you can see here, these are our two inputs, like NO contact and second will be our NC contacts. Then first rule is says that inputs can be used in series as well as parallel to form a connection. Means this I have drawn one ladder logic here. This have my inputs, this also my inputs, and this is my one input. You can see here I have connected 1, 2, 3 inputs in series and 3 inputs in parallel. You can connect NC contacts also. NC contact also your input, 3 in series, 3 in parallel. The rule says that input can be used in series as well as parallel to form a connection. You can connect series connection also and parallel connection also. Then next rule, rule number 3. So output coil, output or coil can be used only in parallel. Only in parallel. Means suppose I have drawn one program here. This is my simple program. This is my input called as I1 and this is my output called as Q. So I have connected. First we will see the first rule that the inputs are connected in series as well as parallel, but the outputs are connected only in parallel connection. When we add one more output in that, then I have connected the output here. So the address will be Q1, Q0, Q1, not in series. The outputs are connected in parallel. Then next rule is rule number 4. One input can be used multiple times in a single program. Multiple time in a single program. Single program. So I write here one program, like one program. This is also my one program. So here I give x0 as the input address, x0 as the input address. So our rule says that one input can be used multiple times in a single program. So I have used one address over here, x0. I also use here like one input. This is my first input, this is also first input, because its address is same. I have also multiple times I have used this address in a single program, or this input in a single program. Then next rule is rule number 5. One output cannot be used multiple times in a single program. So in previous rule we have used this same input and this is also same input, like address is same, but in this one output can not be used in multiple times in a single program. We cannot use the one single output or same output in a multiple times in a program. So we can see here I have used one x0, then the output is y0 or q0 we can say. Then next also I have used x0, like same input, but in that we cannot use q0 or y0. We use next address like q1, and here up to the qn. we cannot use the same address for that. First we have to use Q0, then Q1, then Q2, Q3 up to Qn. Then next rule is input address. Input address cannot be used as output address. For example, I have first run, like I have address x0 for this input, then our output we cannot write x1. This is x1 means your input address. X1 means your input address, and our rule says that input address cannot be given as an output address. So this is a wrong method. So your PLC program will not run properly. So we cannot use as a input address as an output address. We can only here use only output address like y0 or q0. In previous rule we see input address cannot be used as an output address, but in the next rule output address can be used as input address. How? You can see here, first I have x0, then here we connected one y0 or q0. Then in next we can use as a y0 also input. The rule says that output address can be used as an input address. This is your input device and we give her his for output address. So we can use output address as an input address. The next address is y1. Then also here also have one representation of output address is given to the input address like y3, and this is given to the, and this is y3. In that way the PLC programming will be occurred. Hope will you find best for the video. Thank you.